All right. Okay, so SuGo versus Models for the winners finals. Let's see. Oh, here we go again with that shit. Okay, so oh no, we don't want that. All right, in the bottom left, as the brown Protoss, we have SuGo Naz, and in the bottom right, as the white Protoss, we have Sol P Models. So nothing really much to talk about yet besides their rivalry and the fact that it's a competition between who's the biggest shit talker available on the internet. So
Now, who do you think is favored in this matchup, Arda?
I don't know. SuGo has a lot of experience. I think he's older than Models, so like he's been shit talking for longer. Uh, oh no, we're good. Okay. And but Models, he's definitely an up and comer. He's been putting in the hours on FBW, definitely making a name for himself.
No, we have SuGo up there, spamming the 600 APM just to prove his superiority.
Exactly. Yeah. This is the dick measuring contest right here. This is exactly how you know who's gonna win in the end. It's whoever spams the hardest at first.
I was talking to Models earlier and asked him if anything special planned for SuGo, and he gave me that look. So maybe we'll see something interesting here.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No forward pylons yet, so both pretty standard. I think that might have been mind games just to see if you're feeding information to Models. Well, so far, yeah, no proxy pylons, nothing. The question is now, is it going to be Gateway or Nexus from both players? Looks like it's definitely going to be Gateway from SuGo and Gateway from Models as well. So standard openings. The next question is it going to be second gate or gas? That's the follow-up.
So both are scouting. I think they're going to go the cross positions first, right? So maybe
Check center.
Yeah, they might meet in the middle and they'll know where each other are.
Yeah. Yeah, that's often what happens. But actually, if SuGo changes direction really quick right now, he can actually trick. Yeah, he might trick Models.
Oh, wow.
Models might think that he's coming from the top left. Yep, there we go. Models would just look to the top left. SuGo, because he got there a little bit earlier, because he placed his gate forward, as a result, he's able to trick out Models. Models not going to know where SuGo came from. Because SuGo could have easily come from either direction. So slight advantage to SuGo here. We got Models going gas. We got gas going for...
kind of identical builds right now.
Yeah, Cybernetics core at 13 for both. SuGo, he's cutting probe. Yeah, he's going to make a Zealot. So Zealot first for SuGo, which is an interesting choice to consider. He got the first scout, but then Models goes for Zealot as well, but after 14 probes. So yeah, basically very similar builds, but SuGo got the scout off, and we see Models going to the top right. He still doesn't know where SuGo is, which could hurt him. Depends on what SuGo does to take advantage of this fact. Second pylon, nothing suspicious here. Second pylon here. And where is SuGo's probe? Yeah, there it is. Gonna harass a little bit. Proxy pylon? I mean, Manor pylon? Nope, Manor pylon. Harassing the gas is annoying as well, obviously. Let's see. That must have been a Dragoon, and next we'll have range, I suppose. Meanwhile, for SuGo, looks like just based on the supplies, it looks like it's the same thing, and he's going to be a little bit later to the range. But both players going one gate range, very standard. Question is if it's going to deviate from here. Models is finally going to try to scout SuGo, but SuGo by that point already has the ramp block.
Now, because Models didn't get a scout off, do you think SuGo is going to go anything...
Trixie?
Like Trixie, yeah. No, he's making a second game.
Second gateway, he could go 3 gate off of this, and that would be the Trixies right there, because he knows that his opponent is going only 1 gate. He's going to suspect 1 gate Robo, most likely, after range. And looks like SuGo is going to try to get Models is going to try to get a scout off. Both of them searching for the opponent probes. Models in here. Ooh, SuGo is actually hitting him up here. Maybe he's going to proxy? No.
Let's see him. That's what I came here to see.
Let's see. Dragoon making its way over for Models. He's going to try to poke up the ramp, see how many Dragoons are up here, see what kind of army's there. And meanwhile, SuGo just barely misses Models' probe here. Let's see the ramp interaction right here. You good? Pokes up the Zealot, runs away back. This ramp is a little bit buggy too, because I'm pretty sure if you... well, it's going to be hard to see now because the Dragoon's there, but there's some locations where the Zealot can't see down. He can only see like in his little area. But he's still going to reclaim his natural now, and second Dragoon is out for Models, who is going to go with the Robo follow-up. 2 Dragoons and a Zealot out versus 2 Dragoons and Zealot back home. This is not a tight wall, though. This probe could slip in here to confirm the Robo. And meanwhile, do we have a... No, this is Robo as well. 2-gate Robo. Ooh, nice catch by Models. He reacted right away. So Models has to play safe here. He's adding a second gateway. He's adding the observatory. He's going to be 2 gateway observers. And let's see what... SuGo might just go straight for Reaver, I think. His Robo is a little bit later because he added the second gateway first, but he could do a timing attack with 2 Dragoon and Reaver, maybe. Yeah, observatory, scouting pylons. And he's going to apply pressure now. He's going to see that there's 4 Dragoons. He's going to pretty much tell him that it's not going to be DT, even though he already should suspect that it's not. I think that's the case, yeah. So this Zealot actually got hurt pretty bad from all that. So SuGo's going to do a soft contain with his earlier gate count. And let's see what the follow-up is to the Robo. Yep, straight into Reaver. Very nicely played by SuGo using that scouting information from earlier. The Observer now is going to go see the contain. Then he's probably going to go back to SuGo's base to just confirm what SuGo is doing. Is this on regular zoom? Yeah, okay. It feels so huge because the screen is so big. Yeah, Observer sees more Dragoons coming in. He should know that it's not DT anymore. Is this going to be a spotter pylon? No evident follow-up from models. Maybe, like, there's no robotics. He looks like he's just going to build up an army and try to move out with
I think
it.
Models is waiting for the Observer to get to his base to see what's up. I mean, as soon as he sees that shuttle, he knows it's going to be a Reaver.
Yeah.
Now, do you think SuGo gets shuttle speed here?
Not necessarily, but I think that Model's making the right call here. He's moving out instantly because...
He's going to get these Dragoons.
Yeah. The Zealot was actually not fighting for a little bit. Nice micro by Models here as well. Models moving forward. Killed 3 Dragoons, I think, at least already. The Zealot's going to try to run in. Not going to happen. And it's kind of odd. I think SuGo must have cut quite a lot in order to get that Reaver earlier than Models did. But Models still has a good defensive position. I mean, he got a little bit of a supply advantage there.
He has his own Reaver now, too.
Yeah. No shuttle yet, so he can't exactly take the natural yet. Whereas SuGo already can just because of the mobility that the shuttle offers him. So SuGo's still not out of it, but there is an army lead for Models right now.
Models can also choose to not expand and go all in here as well. But I think he's just waiting for that shuttle. But you know, SuGo's pretty smart. He knows that Model knows and isn't really setting that in right now. He's just holding it as ramp to basically defend.
Yeah, we also got the spotter pylon here as well, as I predicted earlier, that to see the shuttle if it's coming out. And actually, it looks like Models is going to go for that time attack, using the advantage of the Dragoon count that he had earlier, and the fact that he has a shuttle now for the mobility of the Reaver to be able to micro against SuGo. SuGo is going to have the concave, the better concave on the bridge here. What I expect to see him is maybe bring a probe to make a pylon to catch Dragoon shots as soon as he sees this coming.
Yeah, but he didn't. He didn't have an observer to spot this. Okay, now he's. Now he knows.
Yeah, okay, good first shot coming out of SuGo. The Reaver from Models didn't get a shot off. Okay, it's going to come down to reaction time. First shot, pickup. Nope. Did he get the pickup? Yes, he did. He got the pickup. Wow, what a nice pickup from SuGo. And what a clumped up shot there. This is the danger of attacking into a concave. Your army naturally clumps up and eats so much scarab damage. So this, I would say that backfired on Models a little bit. His Nexus is actually, his Nexus is way later. Well, actually, that's not bad at all. 200 health difference, maybe? Yeah, 150. So still very even. Still could go either way.
Yeah, but like all that Dragoon advantage he was a build up at the natural is kind of gone now. They're extremely even right now.
Yeah. Let me see what the healths are. Yeah, only 1 damage here. Let's see what SuGo's look like. That's 9. 1 down for SuGo and a little bit better health, yeah. So very even, as you said. Earlier Nexus, but not by significantly much, but SuGo is pumping probes instantly to capitalize on the economic advantage. One thing that, at least I think about PvP, I noticed that having probes is more important than having bases. Like sometimes you're on 3 base and undersaturated, and it's better to just be on 2 bases and a little bit oversaturated. And I think these probes were on move command at one point because they were kind of stuttering there, but Models does make the catch. It looks like we're having another attack here. Is there a second Reaver for SuGo? No, he looks like he's...
Oh no, it's coming. It's right here.
There we go. Nice crawl. Uh-oh. And we got speed from Models. He's going to try to double attack. Let's see if it catches anything here. It's going to be hard to catch both sides of this.
Oh no, SuGo sees it.
Yeah, SuGo has the...
He's ready.
Yeah. Oh wait, there's no react. No, he doesn't see it. He doesn't see it. Oh, that's a big shot. That was like at least 3 probes, I think. Yeah, the obs was out of position. He should have definitely been back here to catch the shuttle coming in. Good on Models not to push in at the same time, because he didn't need the distraction in that situation. Curious why SuGo doesn't keep the Observer here. That's a very standard thing to do to make sure that the Reaver doesn't come in. Reaver, in the meantime, is going to attack that spotter pylon. I think this is a moment where SuGo could actually move out and attack this army while the Reaver's out of position. I think he could definitely go for it.
I don't think he has vision of that.
Well, he had a pylon there that was being killed, so like he knows that the Reaver wasn't there.
It's pretty dangerous though. You don't want to like walk through that ramp, right? I mean,
Yeah.
through that little choke point.
Yeah, but with 2 Reavers and equal Dragoon count, I think he could have done it while the Reaver's out of position. And actually it wasn't Speed Shuttle, that's my bad. I don't know why I thought it was Speed Shuttle, but anyway. See what the follow-ups are for both players. So far, standard, our Templar Forge. I've noticed that in PvP, people have been going for earlier Forge to get that earlier upgrade, and so far, SuGo doesn't seem like he's going for that. He's actually hasn't started his Templar Archives either. He just has speed. There's the Archives right now, slightly later than Models. So, and Models is actually still ahead a little bit in supply as well.
I feel like Models is definitely macroing extremely well this game.
Yeah. He has 4 probes on gas, actually.
Okay, never mind.
No, I mean, I don't think that's intentional, but I think it adds something like, oh, here's another attack. He went to go snipe the
no,
obs.
that was a huge shot.
Yeah. Yeah, he went to snipe the obs, which isn't bad, but like eating too much damage can prompt SuGo to try to move out. And actually, he's gonna do a crawling push here because he knows the oh, that was the observer of Models that died. Actually, I misjudged. Shooting across the bridge is difficult. Nice double pick off. The Reavers get dropped. 2 Reavers here. Another big clump here. Ooh, the
he
Zealot.
wasted the shots.
Oh.
Oh,
okay. Now SuGo can definitely move out. Now SuGo has the advantage now. SuGo, I mean, there is still a lot of army back here as well, though. But SuGo is slowly cutting down on that supply difference. And it looks like SuGo is actually thinking about a 3rd base at the same time as Models. Both of them placing a pylon, and the Nexus should be coming from SuGo soon. I mean, Models is still ahead in supply. I think SuGo got supply blocked by that pylon he lost earlier. And he's going to lose a Dragoon here, 2 Dragoons. And, yeah, it's so even, so hard to call. But the earlier 3rd Nexus for Models is definitely a big win for him.
Yeah, I think Models also tech faster, right?
Yeah, he has
Did we see Templar tech from SuGo yet?
Yeah, he got the Templar
Alright, cool.
Academy, but no Forge, so +1 is going to be advantage to Models. However, SuGo seems to have forced Models into his own container. He's about not overcommitting here. He's going to come down to the micro here, big clumps here. The Reavers need to target properly. Okay, he's going to, no, they're targeting the Dragoons. Picked up the injured Reaver, and Models is actually like hemorrhaging units right now. Wait, did he lose that 1 Reaver? No, I don't think so. I think he only dropped 1 by now. I don't know if that's an accident or not. No! Both Reavers go down. Holy shit. SuGo must not have been looking at that moment, because now Models has a huge advantage going into this match. Holy shit.
So is that +1 done yet?
No, it's not done yet. It's going to be soon, though. And +1, it helps in Dragoon versus Dragoon. It's like a difference between, I think, 10 Dragoons without +1 beat 11... 10 Dragoons with +1 beat 11 Dragoons without it. So it's definitely a much more like a bigger scale thing where it starts to really add up. But...
I mean, they're so even right now. That +1's going to be huge. And
Templar are out already as well. No Templar out for SuGo. His Templar's Archives was later. And he's adding gateways now. He's still not on a 3rd base. The the Manor Pylon here blocking the Nexus. And SuGo's not going to be happy to see that. Although, in the meantime, though, SuGo has somehow climbed to a supply advantage. PvP, it sometimes makes no sense. I think it's because he's going more Zealot heavy as a response to the fact that he lost his Reavers. And I'm not sure how that's going to play out against someone who already has a Reaver advantage going into this fight. They're still both Reavers for Models. And he still doesn't have an Obs here. This could be huge. He could lose so many probes here. Let's see. Let's see how
he
this...
does not have enough Dragoons to like deny that struggle right now.
Oh my god, he needs to react so quickly to this. Oh my god. No, the probes are still... Oh my god, that's money shots. That was like a 10 probe loss. Oh my god, more probes? No, they got glitched through. The shuttle lives. No observer here for SuGo. That makes no sense to me.
This is rough.
Yeah, this is a painful first game for SuGo for sure, but he's still keeping it competitive. I mean, he is behind on a base, but Models did have to spend more on cannons throughout this to defend that base. So even I think that I think that Models might snowball here a little bit after that economic damage that he just did. However, this is the point in the game where harass is going to mean everything. Being able to harass your opponent. And actually, we have a DT here. He's going to come snipe the probe, I think. Oh, but his next is going to go down first. No.
Oh yeah, I think is that a wall?
No, there's
Okay.
he can squeeze through both ways.
All right,
I'm pretty sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
This next is gonna get delayed, and he's
Oh
gonna
my
distract at
God.
the same time. Okay, let's see.
I think Models could just kind of like contain him on these bases.
Oh, but the Reavers coming at an awkward angle, and actually SuGo has remade two Reavers. Oh, nice storm on the Zealots here from Models. And I mean, Models doesn't seem to have a very big army, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, most of it's back here, maybe. Yeah, no, it's like half and half. I think that SuGo's army is actually bigger. It is annoying that the DT is here. It's going to take a while for SuGo maybe to realize that, but I don't think he's looking to take his third base yet. I think he's thinking about maybe doing a timing attack if we just look at the fact that he's forming an Archon here, the fact that he's on 4-9 gateways against... Actually, yeah, this is now a lot of gateways too. Archon coming out of models, but it should be noted that he only has 1 Templar, so like only 2 Storms possibly in the next engagement, whereas SuGo has a total of 5, 6 Templar. 6 Templar is going to be huge in the next engagement. 7 Templar. SuGo could definitely win this next engagement depending on how the Storms go.
Model just right now has 2 Archons though, so
Yeah.
instead of making more Templar for Storm,
Yeah.
he also has a lot more Dragoons.
Yeah, in theory, you shouldn't have more than 4 or 5 Templar in your army because there's no way you're going to cast 6 Storms in a battle usually. Let's see how the first engagement goes. Reavers go down.
Good engagement first, SuGo right
Oh,
now.
absolutely, yeah. And he has so many more Storms than the enemy. It's about protecting his Reavers. Nice Storms on the Reavers here. Oh, Storms on the Reavers for him as well. See, like he only casted like 2 or 3 Storms. There's a 3rd one or 4th one. And he won that pretty decisively. Even though he's down in supply, I think it's mostly probes. I feel like he should use this opportunity to push in with Archons against these Zealots. And he has Reavers here as well still, I think. Oh my god. Oh, nice. Oh my god, these Templar could go down before they become effective at all.
You don't have enough energy right now.
Yeah, this is big. If SuGo can go in here. Oh my god, at the same time though, this DT is going to come down and start. This is the play. This has to be the play for both players right now. If SuGo busts this, he might win. If this DT goes unnoticed for a long time.
They're getting flanked. That army's getting flanked.
Not a lot of army here though. But there's not a lot trickling in for SuGo as well.
Now these Templar have Storm.
Oh my god, the DT has 4 kills. 5 kills, 6
He's
kills.
cleaning up this natural.
Oh my god,
Those
yeah.
Templar are able to hide behind that wall
Yeah.
until they were able to get Storm able to buy enough time.
9 kills.
Now look at the supply.
Oh, he's sticking him. He doesn't have an observer. He lost his observer in an earlier fight, and that's GG.
That's GG.
1-0 models.
Damn.
Okay. Well, great first game. Very textbook PvP. Models coming back from a disadvantage in scouting there. So it looks like SuGo's going right into the next game. He's going to host Circuit Breaker. And try his chance at redemption. Otherwise, Models goes into the grand finals, and that's guaranteed minimum of $400.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad for a Saturday afternoon, right?
Exactly, and this is actually the battle for. I mean, both these players already are in the money. They both have made at least. I think they're both in the money. Yeah, I think they both have made at least $124. $140. Sorry. Now we got top right. We got Models as the white Protoss yet again, and in the bottom left we got SuGo as the yellow Protoss.
Models obviously pretty excited for that win. Sparing up 500 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, this is that confidence meter right here. Before SuGo was at 600, Models was at 300. Now they're at equal. SuGo got taken down a notch. Models feeling himself a little bit. Definitely a very even match last time. I don't think I can change the colors to anything better than this, to be honest. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do that.
Yeah, sorry, yellow. The yellow and white kind of look the same.
SuGo adjusting his headset, trying to get in the mode of things. Another forwardish pylon from both players. And I mean, all right, so based on last game, what can we say? I mean, it felt like in the early game, Models was definitely hurt by his lack of information, but something was off about SuGo's early engagement. Like when he was containing with only 4 Dragoons, Models took a big advantage of that, and it kind of like went back and forth. I feel like both players were making good decisions and bad decisions, like taking turns, kind of throwing it a little bit.
I think the big deciding factor was that engagement right outside of Models base where SuGo lost his Reavers
Yeah.
and instantly lost map control, and
Yeah.
that was a big game changer.
Yeah, and Models took a 3rd base off that as well.
And I thought that pylon, I think also that Models put
Yeah.
to prevent that 3rd was huge because they really couldn't spare the army to go and kill that.
And I feel like SuGo definitely missed an opportunity when that Reaver was killing the pylon in the 3rd. Because it would take a while for the shuttle to pick up the Reaver and go back to the engagement. SuGo had 2 Reavers at that time, and he had a very similar Dragoon count. Yes, he would be attacking into an unfavorable position, but he had more and he had earlier Reavers. He would have at least forced Models off his back, so Maybe something that SuGo would can comment on later
Do
after
you
the
think
game.
they're both gonna? Oh no, we actually have a 2 gate.
Yeah, 2-gate from Models and Gateway Gas Cyber from SuGo after Zealot. So I think that this sort of favors SuGo here because SuGo cross-map 2-gate is not going to do that much damage, I don't believe. The only issue is that SuGo being bottom left, this is a bad spawn position for Reaver play, which seems to be the option that SuGo should be going for after this Cybernetics opening. The reason is because there's something glitchy about this terrain here. You can't shoot from above the ramp down to the bottom ramp the same way that you can shoot from up here to down there. So if Models get to contain on this with after 2-gate, like maybe goes Dragoon after this, SuGo might have to be stuck ferrying units out, maybe gets caught. It's going to be really annoying. And I think this is SuGo first time seeing the fact that
Now he knows for sure. He sees the 3 Zealot. He knows 2 gate.
Absolutely.
So what is the correct response to this?
The correct response, you have to take probes off gas, take 2 probes off gas, add a second gateway. Ooh, he actually went Dragoon. Oh no, he has a Dragoon Zealot. And you add the second gateway, maybe throw down a shield battery. I think that's an option sometimes as well. But definitely take probes off gas and add a second gateway. Here's a second gateway. He's going to keep probes on gas, I think. Maybe he's confident in his Dragoon control. That might be it. If you take the probes off gas, that keeps you economically in the same spot because all of Models' probes are on minerals, and he can pump more Zealots as a result. So let's see the engage. Nice. Okay. Models focusing on the Zealot. That's very smart of him. The Zealot is falling back. Models very aware. Oh my God, he almost trapped that Zealot. Oh, he did trap the Dragoon. Holy shit. Loses the Dragoon. That is huge. Getting trapped by 2 Zealots there. So SuGo is looking rough for him at the start. I mean, he is going to get the earlier Dragoons, and it looks like Models is going for 2 gateway expand. He's going to go after 7 Zealots. Often you see 5. Oh, lost the probe already, actually, to the Zealot. Losing some mining time, and I think SuGo has to know that it's going to be expand after this. I mean, not only is he going to be able to pressure with Dragoons as soon as these 2 Zealots are clear, and actually there's more Zealots continuously being made here.
Oh, wow.
He's going to go in for it. He's liking the fact that he's doing all this economic damage. And
I think it's because he trapped that Dragoon earlier. He knows that, like, he
whoa, that's 2 probe kills already. One for each Zealot. That's huge, actually. Oh, this probe is in danger. No, he's gonna survive. I mean, the longer that Models is delaying his own tech, and the more that SuGo builds up his Dragoon count, even with an eco disadvantage, there's a critical mass of Dragoons that can take out cannons effectively. So I think Models, what he's going to do is he's going to pocket these Zealots, wait for the Dragoons to come out, and then he's going to run back in and try to do damage that way. Question is SuGo going to commit to it or not? All right, so yeah, Models split up a little bit. Oh, is SuGo going to check here for it? No, he's checking for proxy, I think. He's checking to see if he's getting Jordaddied. Jordaddy, of course, the famous Cuban Protoss player who makes 2 gateways in his main and then 2 gateways outside your main. So he goes 4 gateway Zealot against you in all 3 matchups, I think, actually. So he does manage to pick off a Zealot here. 2 Zealots are going to swing back in from this side. This Dragoon has to stay alive. It has to not take too much core damage. He doesn't need to be microing this like this. He could be just falling back knowing that the Dragoons are going to be coming back, but this is just buying Models time. However, at this point, I mean, this is that amount of Dragoons where it starts becoming a little dicey, where you might need a lot of cannons in order to hold this. And I don't think that 3 cannons is going to be enough to hold this. We have Cybernetics Core just now coming on the way. Gas just being mined. There's not going to be enough Dragoons, and there's another cannon, and I should expect to see at least another one, yeah. And I was thinking maybe one more even after that.
So what do you think SuGo should do? He just expand at this point?
I mean, SuGo, he could try to go for a bust. He could try to go Reaver behind this and go harass heavy. Another thing that you see against this build is sometimes people go for DT drop. DT drop is super effective. Even if they do make a cannon in the mineral line, what you can do is you can kill the gateways, which cuts their production. So I think SuGo's going to come here, he's going to see the cannon count, and then we're going to see if he's going to go for a bust with Reaver, or if he's going to go harass with a DT drop, or something of the nature. Okay, sees the cannons, and then there's that extra cannon that he needed. You need about one cannon per Dragoon in order to hold this. And the probes are being pulled, nice pull right here. 2 Dragoons are heavily injured, he's going to have to pull those back, put the healthy ones in front, he's going to go for another cannon snipe. It's going to be this top one. Nice. He does lose a Dragoon from that though, and he loses another one. But this is getting chipped away now. There is not a lot more surface area, and this is becoming troublesome. Another cannon going to go down. All these Dragoons are super hurt. These three are injured. Let's look at the healths. Oh my God!
He's gonna get that cannon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. This could be a major swing. Yeah. I think Models overcommitted with the Zealots. He thought he was going to do more damage, but this Dragoon is going to go down, but still 4 Dragoons is a lot of damage, and this is just payback, and SuGo's going to laugh to the bank with this as his Nexus is almost finishing. Now SuGo's under pressure. I mean, these 4 Dragoons are really injured, so like the next, if he waits for 2 more Dragoons, he might be able to pick them off, and SuGo knows he has to be careful here. There's no range for Models as well, keep that in mind. So yeah, this is a Nexus that Models is not being able to use, and what, like 6 cannons? And
He lost a
pylon?
lot of probes too.
Yeah, so this is all stuff that is working in SuGo's favor. There's just such a heavy investment and not that much give back as a result, and you can see that reflected in the supply count here. And if this Nexus goes down, I'm actually surprised that SuGo's not focusing it. Yeah, there we go, there's the focus. If the Nexus goes down, then it's definitely a big SuGo advantage. It is going to be DT follow-up though. Robotics is done, Observatory is done, so I think that this is basically Model's last hurrah. I don't know if he's going to be able to, once the Observer's out, unless he does some crazy amount of damage, if SuGo's not paying attention, I think this should be a win for SuGo here.
Yeah, and I think at this point, yeah, SuGo's just going to go home and
Yeah.
sit on his 1 base advantage.
Yeah, with the Observer. And that's a very smart call. I mean, you don't want to be pressuring up the hill with injured Dragoons. He still has a rally here, though, so he might... Oh, and maybe he catches the DTs, because he... I'm going to look at his screen, see if he catches them or not. He doesn't catch them.
All right, so one thing that he might... So where is his Observer?
It's right here in the natural.
Okay,
It's
so
perfect
that is
placement for it.
not-
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
This isn't going to do anything.
I mean, it's going to buy some map control for Models a little bit, because SuGo can't walk out until he has an extra Observer. He can't bring his whole army anywhere, because the DT did so much damage last game. So much annoyance. Excuse me. But Models is still incredibly behind, I think, at this position.
Well, he's going to try. He's going to expand right now, kind of behind
Yeah.
those Dark Templar.
Yeah.
Um,
But when these get denied, there's a chance that he might just GG out at that
oh,
point.
yeah,
And
these
block.
are absolutely dead.
Yeah, he overcommitted too. I mean, he didn't know that the Observer's there, and wow, the 2 dead DTs means that all map control is lost again. And I mean, yeah, honestly, SuGo knowing
Yeah, so
that
you're just going to go kill him.
yeah,
now,
he
I
knows
think.
that it's DT. He knows that he invested into all this tech. That means he can't have a real army behind it. And actually, he maybe hotkey here, misclick. 4-gate, Citadel. Yeah, he's gonna catch up on Templar tech now of his own. It actually seems like SuGo's a little bit light on probes. I mean, let me see, he has 8, like 13 here, and actually no, this is where a lot of his probes are, like 8. Yeah, definitely more than Models though. I'm pretty sure. And here, let's see the engagement. The bridges are of course annoying, but he's gonna go through the high ground, which Models can't really do anything about. These army sizes. This army comparison is hilarious. I mean, even if all of these injured Dragoons die first, I don't think there's any way that Models holds this. Even with the pylon, even with the next round of units, it's going to be really difficult. Let's see. Zealot's taking a lot of the early shots while SuGo hunts down the extra Dragoons. Probes are here, but they're not going to be pulled, and that's, that's a single G. Okay. So we're getting a little bit of salt in the chat. Salt in the chat right now.
I mean, it could be, we are using the Chinese keyboards, and they're extremely difficult to type in.
True. At least the hotkeys work or something. Unless these players play on like Chinese servers. I don't know. Oh, you good? Yeah, I'm good. All right. So that's 1-1 in our winners finals right now, and I think
Exciting match.
Is that the first game that both players have dropped? Did Models drop a game against Widow Killer maybe? No, I think that's the first game that either of them dropped, right? No, Models lost 1 to Faust. You're right. Okay, and chose Neo Sylphid, definitely the new school coming through here. Models favoring the. This was in the ASL 7, I believe.
Anything weird on this map we should be aware of?
I wouldn't say it's exactly weird. It's actually a pretty fair 3-player map. It's one of the best ones I've seen, I think. So, if we look around real quick, let me see if oh, you motherfucker. Okay. All right. So first and foremost, yes. No, I'm actually my stream is rated MA. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, exactly
great.
for moments like this.
Great.
So anyway, SuGo spawning at 12 o'clock as the orange Protoss, and Model spawning as at the bottom left as the yellow Protoss. So one thing to notice is that there's a kind of radial symmetry here, right? So like if this is the main here, this is the natural, this is the main, this is the natural, this is the main, this is the natural, right? So it's much easier for SuGo to harass this natural with Reaver drops, Templar drops, etc. than it is for Models to harass him. So that's a slight positional advantage that is going to happen no matter where the players spawn. One player is going to have a slight advantage positionally. On the other hand, it's easier for models to use this like semi-high ground choke point. It's fake high ground. It's like it doesn't give you the high ground bonus, I don't believe, and you can see up it. But these are actually ramps, and you can use these to like help augment your position by forcing your opponent to like move through a choke point while you're retreating. So there is like I guess a moving advantage for models, maybe. I might be stretching that a little bit, but there's definitely a harass advantage for not SuGo here. We got some models fans in the chat. Abstract Daddy repping the FBW crew. I was talking to Phasers the other day, and he's like, "You're a hero." I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "You're running the adult daycare for FBW tomorrow." I'm like, "Yeah, I am." So, funny comments aside, let's look at the builds right now. We have 1 gate from models. It looks like he is going to go for the gas this time. No 2-gate shenanigans. Even though this would be the map to do it on, I think. I mean, this is a low ground map. That means 2-gate is even stronger than it usually is. SuGo going for the gas again. Nothing out of the ordinary. And it looks like SuGo's feeling a little bit confident. He's not sending a probe scout yet. Yeah, he's going to get that slight economic advantage while models is already sent out in the correct direction. And there's that like really deceptive ramp that I'm talking about. It looks exactly like the walls, but this is actually a ramp.
Maybe Models is a little scared.
Yeah, he's flustered. Yeah.
Yeah, well, like he might be afraid of maybe SuGo doing some kind of 2-gate as well. You know, in response to his little shenanigans last game. But you know, everything's completely standard right now.
Yes, especially on this map. As I said, 2-gate should be stronger on this map because it is a rampless map. People's advantages can really snowball on this map. It can be a Manor Pylon though. Manor Pylon? No, he's not. He didn't make it. Just trying to harass. Manor Pylon here? No. Just gonna be oh, Manor Pylon? I really want to see one.
He's trying.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying for it. Yeah, you can see him continuously checking back for it a little bit. First Zealot out.
Yep, I think it's Zealot also too.
Yeah, both Zealots out. But notably, the Cybernetics core is later for models. I think he went Pylon, Gateway, Pylon. Maybe he's going to make a second Zealot out of this. Yeah, I think there should be a second Zealot coming from this. And there's the Manor Pylon, yes. So, and he actually managed to glitch the 1 probe out. That's actually really uncommon that you get to see that. I don't even know what the mechanics of that is. Maybe like it's one of the probes that was mining here, but this now officially makes it a little bit less worth it for models. And actually he's going to go harass here. This probe is actually kind of getting chipped up. Did he cancel that? I think he canceled that pylon. Yeah, yes. Just at the last second. So nice job by him. So if you cancel, two Zealots now, again with the Zealot aggression. And it should be noted that SuGo did scout. His probe is probably going to die here while he's trying to handle this, yeah. So that might give a slight opening to models to do something tricksy now that the probe is dead inside his main. But I guess the question is, did the 2 Zealot opening pay off? I'm not sure. In terms of denying scouting, I think that alone made it a little bit beneficial because now he's going to go 2-gate behind this. And the question is, are we going to see a 3rd gate? Isn't that your probe, my guy? That's his own probe, isn't it? It's so hard to tell. I mean, they're orange and peach now, or whatever.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I think that was his own probe. I think he misclicked that. And there goes the 3-gate.
Okay.
3-gate is the all-in for all-ins. It's the way that you turn a series around. It's the way that you... A 3-gate robot. So is this going to be 3-gate obs? I think it's going to be 3-gate obs. Yeah, he's going to play it super safe. Let's see what SuGo is doing in response. He's going 3-gate as well, yes.
Oh, man.
So both players recognizing the fact that this is a very snowbally map, a map where low ground, no ramp means that if you have an army advantage, you can ride it all the way through the natural into the main base sometimes. So both players going very macro heavy, but models with the Robo, I think that's going to cut into his production a little bit. There's no way he can afford to produce out of everything here, I think. Models may be a little bit more scared than SuGo is right now. And it should be noted that SuGo does have range already. I feel like he should, once he gets another Dragoon, he'll poke out with this to see what Models is up to. Oh, no, actually he's gonna go with 3. And he's not gonna be able to tell just from this what Models is doing. But I think if there's gonna be another Dragoon coming out of this one, maybe another 2 Dragoons, he'll know instantly that it's at least an extra gate. 3 gates, even supplies, and no Robo still. Okay, all right, engagement here, my bad. Oh, 1 extra Dragoon for Models. That should tell SuGo something. But SuGo's feeling confident about this. He does lose 1 Dragoon already. Takes out another of his enemy. Gets a little stuck here. Both Zealots
doing a lot more work than Models. but
Yeah.
it's still pretty even.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I mean, let's look at the health. Yeah, I would say that SuGo got a bit of an advantage here, but now he's going to realize that it's a heavy Dragoon count, and this is where the snowballing can happen. Now you can contain off 3 gates. Right here, you can just keep it. This is the only like viable choke point, even without a ramp. Oh, yeah, this is going to be difficult for Models to break out of. This Dragoon is heavily injured though, and Models is closer to his resupplying. Oh, this Dragoon is also heavily injured. Oh, 2 Dragoons to go down. Oh my God, this Dragoon's going to go down. This is so tight. He needs to target that Dragoon. Yes, there we go. And 2 more Dragoons coming from SuGo. And this is how the map snowballs. And I think that this Robo
This is the hero zealot though. Like
Yeah.
he is like tanking hits.
Yeah.
He is doing so much damage. Like
Absolutely.
again, look at him just like slicing that Dragoon.
Yeah, this is the manlock. Oh, and that's a GG.
Man.
GG. SuGo 2-1 against Models. Very nicely done. No, he can't hear us. We're not yelling it. You can hear half of it?
I have a music on, so I can.
Yes. I mean, you guys could log out and move to the VIP rooms if you want, and you can bring the chairs if you want, if you guys want to be a little bit more isolated. Yeah, I mean, you're what? You're done playing? Oh, yeah. Okay. So SuGo going to the grand finals, and Models is he's in the losers bracket now. He's going to be facing off. Let's look at the bracket real quick. Yes, let's take a look.